What is going on, you guys? My name is SpyDico64 and welcome back to yet another NASCAR 164 scale diecast review. And here for today's diecast review, we're going to be having a look here today at Christopher Bell's number 20 Coca-Cola 600 race win version. All right, so let's go ahead and let's just not waste any more time and let's just get straight on into it. So here is a quick look at the packaging, nothing too special than usual. Christopher Bell, JGR, or Joe Gibbs Racing right there. Of course, this year they will be going to just a simple bold JGR logo, so that's something worth mentioning. Of course, it says Ream Charlotte win, same stuff on the other side, and yeah, it's just about the same as normal. Here is the car itself, and of course, this car came at really the right time because the Coke 600 was just recently, not that long ago. Of course, you know, Ross Chastain won that race, and it was a pretty fun race. But this one, however, though, I gotta really be honest, first and foremost, I did not think that this car was going to get made. I did not think it was going to get made, and that all of Christopher Bell's race wins were all just going to be forgotten from 2023. Or 2024, excuse me. Typically, Christopher Bell doesn't get too many of his race wins made. Like, he gets at least one made at the bare minimum. But I was just not expecting this one to get made. Partly because... mostly the biggest reason is because it was a reigned shortage win. They don't typically get made more often than not. I can't recall to you, especially in the 164 scale, the last time that has happened when a rain shortened race win. That's a long fucking title. I can't remember when, you know, these rain shortened wins, race win diecasts get made. Like, they just don't. They will make it probably in 124 scale, and then that's it. I do feel like that since this was the Coke 600, that was probably the reason why it got made and all that sort of stuff. So, yeah. Anyways, though, having a closer look at the car itself, a really nice Ream. A really nice patriotic version of the Ream paint scheme. Which, again, you know, I know a lot of folks hate this paint scheme, but I don't hate it at all. Again, if you really honestly ask me, the biggest issue with it is just the big old blank of space. Now, since this is a patriotic car, you can, of course, see it has the stars going across right there. So that looks really cool. It fills up a little bit of the space. You also got, you know, the stripe going across. Maybe you could put maybe some logos here, but overall, I think this is probably better than the regular one, if I'm going to be honest here. Yeah, and I actually wonder, they got a lot of stars there, and you got more stars there. I guess all 50 stars are on this car. Or all 50 stars are on this car. So that's actually a pretty neat little detail, all things considered. Yeah, really neat looking detail. So yeah, anyways though, let's just go ahead and have a look at the sponsors of this car. So on the windshield banner, you got Toyota. This, of course, is the patriotic version of the banner. You got right here, MAJ, I presume that's Major Kennedy. That is the fallen soldier. And no, it's not John F. Kennedy, by the way, just before anyone makes that stupid-ass joke about it. But on the hood, you got Ream. Here's the Toyota Camry front nose. Toyota Camry, number 20, Sonunco, Joe Gibbs Racing, Sonunco again, we'll go to this side. You got Goodyear, you got, of course, the Goodyear tires with the proper rims. Yeah, with the proper rims, but it's not really readable. But at least it does have the proper rims, unlike that Chase Elliott Xfinity race one. Which, oh, by the way, we're going to get another one with goddamn William Byron, so yay! Not really. Anyways, you got NASCAR Cup Series, NASCAR salutes down there. Number 20, Ream. Of course, you got the stars going across there. You got Ream, Smurfit Compa, Open the Future, Mobile One, Yahoo, the bioethanol gas rim. Of course, that's gone on all the cars nowadays. DeWalt, Interstate Batteries, the 2 Race Win stickers from Phoenix and also this race. You got C-Bell right there, Toyota, Joe Gibbs Racing, number 20, Ream.com, Bell. You got Ream along with some other sponsors down there. And going here to the rear of the car, yeah, about the same as normal. Ream, Toyota, Mobile 120. Here's the other side of the car. Same stuff on the other side. And there's an underneath look at the car if you wanted to see that. There's a special mention there. But now let's go ahead and get onto the race win damage. And funny enough, for a car that ran in a race that's supposedly, you know, the longest race in NASCAR, this car actually looks like it ran 600 miles, believe it or not. I'll kind of get more into that. Well, actually, I don't know, kind of. So let's kind of go ahead and look at the race win detail. And yeah, look at that. Whole front end is dirty as all hell. Look how dirty this front end is all the way around. And considering that this is a white car, it just comes off better right here. So, of course, you can see there's a lot of tire buildup, of course, on the side here. But then when you kind of look at the rest, it kind of then sort of disappears a little bit. He still does have some race win damage on the side here. Some there, some, of course, on top of the roof. Some on the side here. Some there. Looking at the back, of course, well, actually, I think all these cars now have the rivet detail. I don't think that's a part of the diecast. I'm not so sure. And actually, it's pretty crooked. So that's not okay. You can see some race win damage down there, but I mean, really, for the most part, the front end is pretty much the only way you can tell that this is a race win. And with the banner and stuff like that. I do know one thing, and that is Ross Chastain's race win is probably gonna be a lot better than this one. I'm not saying that because I'm biased at all. Just saying. But anyways, though, that's gonna do it for this diecast review. Kind of weird how this car sort of got delayed a little bit. Like, it only barely kind of came out as of when the Coke 600 was running, so that was a bit kind of weird. But overall, really nice looking diecast here. If you don't have a Christopher Bell race run from this last year, I totally would recommend to get this car. And I think that this is just a far more better paint scheme than the regular Ream paint scheme. So yeah, that's what I have to say about this car. That's about it. Thank you all so much for watching, and we will see all of you in the next video.